I'm Barbara Spalding, RN, Master Sound Healer, Clinical Sound Therapist, and Hypnotist. Welcome to my video series, Tips and Tricks for Sound Healing. Today's video is, what's the big deal about singing bowls? So to start, I'm going to tell you about Himalayan or Tibetan singing bowls. These singing bowls are the metal bowls that you see around and you hear. They make a beautiful bell sound, or you can play them round and round. Some are definitely easier to make sing than others. Some you can only play them like a bell. But that around and round sound mimics binaural beats, which entrain your brainwave states into different states of consciousness. Usually you go from beta to alpha, and then from alpha to theta, and sometimes you fall asleep, and you'll go into delta. So they're wonderful, and they've been used for thousands of years for changing their states of consciousness and the healing properties that comes along with that. If you're buying them, you want to make sure what note you're buying, especially if you're going to buy a series of them and play them together or play them with other instruments. So the thing about Tibetan singing bowls, which is a little bit different than the crystal singing bowls here, are that they have more harmonics or overtones to them, meaning the sound they make will have more than one note in it. So if I go like this, you initially hear this perhaps as an F. Then as it fades, it starts to sound like another note. Same thing when you're playing them around and round. There's more than one harmonic or sound in this. So you want to make sure if you're buying them that you know what notes are within them so that you can play them together. And if you want a specific note, you need to know that. So the other thing is that these used to be made by the masters, usually in Tibet, Nepal, or India. And they knew exactly what metals and what shapes for the best harmonics and healing properties. Today, most of them are machine made. There are some still that are handmade, and those would be the better ones that you would want to get. They would have the best harmonics. And they used to be made out of between 5 and 9 metals. And it was said that each metal had a different effect on each chakra or a different part of the body. Today's bowls, not so much. Lots of them are just pure brass or copper, whatever. So they don't have necessarily all those metals in them. So you want to be aware of that too, and depending what you're using them for. A lot of people will use these during their healing sessions and place them on people's different parts of their bodies so they can feel the vibrations and the frequencies actually going into them. Be careful if you do that because they can get very loud. And also some will place them around the body. And again, be very careful. Know how to control the volume because otherwise they're going to hurt the people's ears. So that's the basics. Best if you can listen to them before you buy them. Make sure if you want them to sing that they can sing because some cannot. And thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And the next video will be, what's the big deal about quartz crystal singing bowls? Thank you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day filled with great vibrations.